So like last week I was going to make a cooking video for you guys in the van, and I made my first meal on my induction cooktop. And it occurred to me that I am a very reckless and bold decision maker. I built my van and cut out my countertop specifically to fit this induction cooktop that I bought from Amazon. And I never used it until last week. And then I immediately had the thought, I should probably buy another one of these, because when this breaks, I have a hole in my countertop that only fits this stove. So that was the plan right away. This thing actually works really good. It heats up really fast. You can simmer stuff on it, control the temp pretty well. You got to turn it down. But here's the problem. So this is the Dux top, and it's like there's two models on Amazon, and this is the more expensive one. It's about 70 bucks. And it's like the second most popular one on Amazon. Like this and the New Wave are the most like sold. And this thing has like 17,000 reviews and has like almost 5 stars. It makes the most high-pitched, horrible noise ever, and it makes me sick. The noise is so bad, I felt like I had hearing damage after using this. And I'm going to demonstrate to you right now. I have the shotgun mic on my camera rig right now. So I apologize if you can hear this and it bothers you. Now I looked at all the bad reviews on it, and out of 17,000 reviews, I only found like 3 people that said the noise it makes is just intolerable. But what's even more concerning is several of the reviews said that after a while, one day they were using it and there was like a loud pop and it tripped their breaker. And then they reset their breaker and tried to use it again, and flames shot out the back of it. So those people obviously, like, something in their coil broke, and then when they reset their breaker, it, because there is a fan in these blowing over the coil, it took that arcing or whatever was going on in there and just shot it out of the exhaust of the unit. But I'm going to go ahead and demonstrate the horrific noise that this thing makes. I have just water in a pot here, because you don't want to heat an empty pot. I don't want to ruin my cheap Amazon pots. But here you go. And the more you turn it up, the worse it gets. So that's a 10. It's not as bad in this big shop, but when you're in a tiny little van, that's literally like 60 square feet, so I immediately got to researching induction cooktops that are like almost the exact same dimensions as this, because I cut out my countertop to fit this stove. And I actually found several that would work. I can't go smaller, but I can go bigger. I can route the hole out a little bit. And a lot of them had mixed reviews. So what I ended up doing, and I found one that costs twice as much as this. I paid, I think, $132 for the new one, which I'll show you now. This one here, the brand is True Induction. And it weighs twice as much as this one. and is way better quality. It's actually designed to be flush mount in a countertop. And the bottom, the base of it, is just a little bit, like a ½ inch longer this way than this guy. But the top is actually made to sit on top of your counter. It's got a foam gasket on it. So that's what I'll do. It'll kind of sit a little bit on top of the counter, which I think is better, because the way I had this, like, crap could fall in there. Like if I overflowed a pot of boiling some pasta and I quit paying attention to it and it spills over, that would get down in that opening in my countertop and make a damn mess. I'm just gonna hope that this does not make that same noise, because it's possible that that noise is just a characteristic of induction cooktops. And I really did no research on induction cooktops at all before I decided that's what I wanted to do in my van. This is a touch screen too. It's actually a much nicer unit. And I don't know how to make it work. Oh, there we go. So I do hear that like electricity sound, but it's not like hurting my ears. Let's crank it up. That's 450. I mean, I don't know how hot it gets. And I can see the water bubbling already. It's heating up. Yeah, that's like way better. Yeah, its depth is about the same, with the exception of the glass going on top of the countertop. So this is going to work out pretty well for me. I trust this not to shoot flames under my countertop and burn my van to the ground. Somebody in one of the reviews said that this RV manufacturers actually use this one for their new builds. I don't know if there's any truth to that claim, but that's encouraging, you know, that I have an actual decent quality, reliable one that should theoretically last me at least a couple years. I'm gonna go, okay, 450 is max, so we got this thing maxed out right now. And the noise is definitely not hurting my ears like that one was. And I really hope that none of you like bought this because you saw me buy it, because I have not tested this until just last week. So had I been smart enough to actually use this thing prior to building my van around it, I would have given you an honest review of it, you know, before this point in time. But I'm showing you right here and now that this brand, True Induction, is so far so good. I can tolerate the noises that this thing makes. And my water's almost to a rolling boil already, so that shows you how quickly it'll heat things up. I was just going to use a hot plate with a coil before I knew what induction was actually. Like when I first conceptualized my van build, I was like, yeah, hot plate, coffee maker, crock pot, be good to go. That's it. And really, I don't know if these really use any less power than a hot plate, but I mean, they're nice. So yeah, we're pretty much at a rolling boil now. That took 5 minutes or something. So what I'm going to do is go install this in my van. I need to route the hole out just about a 1/2 inch lengthwise, and this will fit right in. I don't have to modify anything else. The width is about the same, and the height below the countertop is about the same. So just a slight little modification. I'll get this installed, and then I'll make a cooking video for you. So to provide you with even more soothing sounds in this video, I'm going to route this countertop out on video. I'll turn the volume down though. There we go. Now we're talking. So this thing comes with a 2-year warranty if you'd return this card, which I am going to do. It asks a lot of personal questions. I don't know why it needs to know my annual income, but it comes with a 1-year warranty if you don't fill out the card, or a 2-year if you do. So I'm going to do that. I don't like this foam rubber gasket that it comes with because it keeps the cooktop a little higher off the counter than I really care for. And I was reading the book, and it says for RV use, they recommend you get rid of the foam gasket and use butyl tape instead. And it also encourages you to not have anything under the stove for better airflow. And I've been playing around with my setup here to try to get the perfect height on it. And what I think I'm going to end up doing is get rid of the whole enclosed bottom of this and just have like feet that come out on either side to support it with, which will just give it more airflow. I mean, yeah, the drawer is right underneath, but with it being overhanging the countertop, unlike the last one where it was inset, I won't have to worry about stuff getting in my drawer from this, like food and crap falling into my drawer. So what I'm going to do is kind of remove the bottom of this opening, get the perfect height basically just by setting this in here, and then install supports on the sides, just rails along the sides to catch the rubber feet of this, which I think you can just install it without the feet, but I'm not gonna. Oh, I guess you can actually. Yeah, the way it's designed, the metal housing on the bottom has the lip as well. So I'm just gonna hammer out the bottom of this and do away with it entirely. So really, because I'm going with this, all of that work that I did building this whole contraption for my induction stove, this whole countertop support and leveling system that I came up with, was just a huge waste of time. And the downside of using this, and the fact that I am about to butyl tape it to the countertop, which I need to buy some butyl tape them all out. The downside is that I won't be able to level it anymore. So this whole thing I came up with, this whole complex contraption, is pretty much useless now. But that's okay, you know? You live and you learn. And I'm still going to be totally happy with my van and this cooktop. If I want my eggs to not slide from one end to the other, I have to level the van perfectly. And I have these little bubble levels. I bought one to put here on the countertop. I got a 2-pack. One for here, and then I was going to put one up on the dash. So as I'm parking the van, I can see if it's level without even getting out or anything. So that's something I'm going to get around to here shortly. But This is actually like way easier to install than everything I did with the other cooktop, but again, you live and you learn, you know. So I'm pretty hungry, so I'm gonna use this thing. I'm just making this saute veggies and sauce. Nothing special, but a good test for the new stove. I was also looking at the reviews on these Amazon pots and pans that I bought. And everyone says that the coating comes off pretty easily. So I'll just have to be careful and not scrub on them too hard. But if they do get trashed after a year or two, that's okay. I'll just pick up some new pots and pans when I'm, you know, out living my new life. No, start. We'll do 330. We'll do 300. See how she does. Yeah, these little bamboo spoons are the way to go. I kind of like this long-handled one, and really I don't need two, but I mean, does it really take up that much space? I might use my frying pan for the first time later too. I got a pound of ground beef. Wouldn't mind having a patty. Yeah, I can definitely tolerate this noise. It is much better. A lot of reviews on these induction stoves is just people complaining that they can't regulate the temperature very well, but I have not had an issue with that so far. I mean, I've only used this one once and the other one twice, but I mean, they work like any other flat top electric stove. Really, I think they work better. Alright, I'm gonna turn it down now. And then I can already tell this is going to be saltier than I like, just by tasting that sauce just now. I also like that this one shows just temperature and doesn't have just like a 1 to 10 like power scale like the other one did. This thing's pretty cool. Timer, lock, which that feature right there, the lock, that is game changing because my cat walks across this. I'm gonna have to try that after I'm done cooking here. That would be... This is perfect. I'm really happy with this purchase so far. I'm trying to sell my old one on Facebook already. I put it up for 50 bucks. Hopefully someone comes and buys it from me. I just sold my ice maker too. I decided I never should have bought that. I had ideas and then realized I don't have room. Alright, this is pretty much done. I just shut it off and there's an H for hot. Let's see if I can lock it. Aha! Sweet. I like it. Alright, I got some butyl tape. I was looking at black butyl tape because they make that. But all the ones on Amazon had crappy reviews and said they come all smashed and mangled and stuff. So I bought the same stuff that I've been using, this Dicor brand. It's gray, but I think it'll look okay with the countertop. So what I'm going to do is remove this foam stuff that came with the stove, which looks like I'm going to have to definitely scrape it off. Basically just doing what the instructions said for RV installation. And I already tied the wire up down here, so I can't really like flip this upside down, so doing the back side is going to be kind of challenging. Okay. Now when I go to stick this on, I'm gonna have to like really line it up good, because there is some movement left to right, but I want to make sure there's not. I just want it to have a good overhang all around. I need like a dry erase marker. All right, so we're gonna do this. I got dry erase marker, because the butyl tape's going to stick out till I trim it. And I just want to make sure that I got this thing exactly where I want it. Which is about right there. I'm just going to draw a line. Suddenly it's like an extremely tight fit. Go figure. Before I push it all the way on, I just want to try and get it lined up with my lines. Hopefully over time it'll smash down a little more flush, because it sticks up even more now. I thought this would be better, but it's worse. I mean, it's a more permanent installation, better seal. I can use this wad of butyl tape to erase the dry erase marker. So now that this is pretty much pointless, I'm gonna go ahead and remove the Velcro and just brad nail this piece of trim on, because it'll sit like more in there and look better. So I'm gonna do that. And then I got another cooking apparatus that I want to show you guys, and I'm gonna make some dinner because I'm starving. It's Thursday night. And it's been a heck of a week. I got the industrial like 10-pound Velcro on here, so which is good. You need that for one piece of pine door casing. Oh yeah, that looks way better. It's just a lot more. It just looks better. And I can probably kind of manipulate it to follow the gap a little nicer. The only thing that won't look better is there'll be little tiny dimples from the brad nailer, but I got this teeny tiny little charcoal grill, and it's like way better than the one I used to have. And the coolest thing about it is you can use both sides. And it comes with a little like kind of broiler tray thing. But it comes with 2 sets of grates. So if you wanted to, you could use both sides of it. How cool is that? I think this was like 40 bucks. I'll probably only use one side for the majority of the time. But I'm gonna cook some like chicken griller thingies from the grocery store that I got today. And I'm gonna make a side dish on the new stove in the van. So I don't like to use lighter fluid. And I decided that a charcoal chimney would be just too big of an item to carry in the van with me. So I'm gonna attempt to just pile my charcoal neatly above some paper. I do have lighter fluid, but I don't like to use it. And usually what I do when I'm gonna grill is on the way out of the grocery store, I'll grab a thrifty nickel, you know. Paper towels work really good too, though. How many of you can undo the string the correct way? Or do you just go for the rip, you know? So I'm thinking if I open the side vents, it should give me enough airflow to get this paper to burn all the way under. We'll find out. And if it's not going well, since I am already burning this, you know, I do have lighter fluid, but I have a charcoal chimney, but it's a big one. It's for definitely not practical for bringing in the van. So, but those things work amazing. And yes, I am aware of fire bans and grill bans throughout the country at various times, and you know, I'll do my research when I go to grill or have campfires in whatever areas that I'm going to be in. And no, I do not like propane grills. I'd rather taste the heat. All right, so I just got some Suddenly salad. It's a weeknight. I've been sick this week. Monday afternoon at work, I got covered head to toe in sewage, like thick black sludge. And I had to go home and scrub myself down with Dawn dish soap. And ever since then, I have not felt good. I've had a stomach ache and no energy. But I wanted to like come up with some kind of actual fancy recipe to cook in this video for you guys. But I haven't actually cooked anything fancy in 3 years. Like pretty much, I moved out of my apartment and haven't really cooked since. And I tend to like eat weird things that probably wouldn't appeal to YouTube. So we're just kind of going basic tonight. I've got this Suddenly salad, and then I've got these cowboy chicken grillers. They're basically just a chicken breast that's been stuffed with cheese and like jalapeno and crap, and then it's wrapped with bacon. So what I'm gonna do is use just the inverter. I'm in the shop, but I'm not gonna hook up to shore power because I kind of want to get an idea of how much battery running all the lights, the max fan, and cooking dinner uses. So right now I'm at 100%. I have 559 amp hours it's showing, and I think I can reset the battery monitor to show me like how much I use in a like period of time. Like you can reset the thing on it. All right, inverter on. Oh, it's also running my cat's water fountain now. That's what this is. That thing has a USB, but where I put it in the van, after I install my USB chargers on the dash that are going to run off the house batteries, I'm going to hook it up over there. But for now, I just have like a little extension cord. So my inverter says that it's at 16% output. And on my battery monitor on the DC, it's saying I'm using about 517 watts right now, or 39 amps it's pulling off the battery. And I could crank this way up and boil the water a lot faster. That charcoal's gonna take forever though. But this stuff, you're supposed to make it and then chill it anyway, so. Alright, these are done. Pretty sure. I'm at 95% battery. Grab my spoon with holes in it. I need to go wash this real quick. Perfect. I used to make these, and instead of the oil, I would use just actual salad dressing. Just for extra flavor, you know. All right. I rinsed with cold water. You want to cool the noodles down. I might get a collapsible colander. Maybe. I don't really make pasta that often. Collapsible stuff's kind of expensive for RVs. I was looking for a collapsible salad bowl, but I couldn't find one big enough. So I just made room in my drawer for the old grandma's old Tupperware here. It's literally from my grandma's house, but it's the perfect size salad bowl. That's pretty good. Alright, I'm gonna stick this in the fridge and then go check on them charcoals. I made a van sandwich for my grill. Wind block. No, I just wanted to park outside because it's nice. And I'll probably eat out here too. I wanted to go to a park, but this is the only place that I could think of in town where I could do this and be completely alone and have nobody bother me. You know, everyone's off work already. I'm the only one here at this shop. All the neighbors know me anyway. And I was going to bring Kitty to a park with me, but I assumed there would be people and dogs everywhere, and there's just really nowhere you can roll up in a van, even at a picnic area or day use area, and barbecue without getting harassed by somebody, cops or people. It would, you know, not really be a big deal if I wasn't filming and making a YouTube video too. You know, kind of makes things awkward, and it's better to just go somewhere where you're guaranteed to be left alone. Two test clicks. These chicken grillers are super messy. It's almost better to just cook them in the pan. Well, as the chicken's finishing up, I just want to give a special thanks to everyone who's joined my Patreon since the last video. So thank you to Renee, Ashlyn, Carol, Ed, Alon, and Butterfly Journey Designs. I appreciate you. And thanks to everyone who's donated with the thanks button. I appreciate that. Thank you for watching this video and subscribing to my channel. Clearly I did not get my shower done this week. I just haven't had the energy and I haven't been feeling good. I have been working on the van in one way or another, and this weekend the plan is to get that shower done. I've been training the new guy at my work. He seems to be working out well, and I've been talking with my boss. Sometime in July I intend on taking a week or two off. I have a ton of vacation time, and I will be just working on the van and filming for like a week straight. I just really want to get this van done. I'm so close. And after that, it's time to work on moving out of this shop. And we're getting really close to me hitting the road. I'm very, very excited. I feel like this is becoming a reality. This has been a dream of mine for over 3 years now. And my hard work is finally going to be paying off. I do need to keep working as long as I can. If I can't keep working at my current job, I'll have to find something else to at least have a bit of a savings cushion to hit the road. 2 months ago, YouTube cut my revenue like over a half. Their new ad policy that they're doing. Even when I tried to comply with it and let them put like 20 mid-rolls on my videos, they still sliced my revenue significantly. So I was optimistic for a while there that I'd be able to sustain myself just by making YouTube videos as a nomad, but that's no longer the case, which is fine. I never, like when I came up with this plan and had this dream, I wasn't even monetized on YouTube. So I always intended on finding work and getting seasonal jobs and doing stuff that's fulfilling, enjoyable, something that is fresh, new, and exciting and allows me to be outside in nature. There's plenty of those jobs out there all over the country. There's websites that post jobs just for nomads, basically, like Coolworks and Work Camper and stuff like that. So that's going to be kind of the story moving forward, but I would like to hit the road with enough cash in the bank to at least just make videos for at least a few months. You know, I'd really like to just get out and explore and do what I enjoy doing, which is making videos and traveling and, you know, filming it and telling my story to you guys. So, yeah, dinner's almost done. I decided to at least continue to make this video and get something up for you for Saturday. A lot of you guys reach out to me when I don't post and say that you missed me, and you know, that means a lot. It also makes me feel like a loser because I really would like to just focus on my YouTube channel and make videos. That's really kind of what I should be doing with my life, but you know, building this van and working full-time has been just extremely hard for me. I'm, you know, not in my 20s anymore, and yeah, it's kind of taken a toll on my health too. So I am just scared to even know what my blood pressure has been lately, but we're almost done. A few more months and I'm hitting the road and just gonna decompress. And it's going to be literally life-changing in pretty much every way imaginable. So, do I need to eat 2 of these? No. But if you're going to fire up the grill, cook what you got, you know? Well, I need to buy me a new bottle of Stubbs. I don't have any barbecue sauce with me, but I do have Cholula. I haven't had suddenly salad in forever. You know what I can do with that, though? Put a little parm on it. Cheese it up. If it wasn't a weeknight, I would just spend the night here. The weather is perfect. This parking lot's not level at all, though. That's why I boiled my pasta in the shop. I do actually kind of find it cringy to watch YouTubers eat. So after the first bite, that's it. That's going to be my channel policy. I'm happy with the induction cooktop, and I feel more comfortable using it, and none of the reviews said it shoots flames out of it, so, you know, there's that. I really like this little grill. It's pretty small. It's not like foldable. I did look at some of those, but they seemed like a hassle, you know. And this one has the perfect shape and gives really good airflow, which is crucial to charcoal grills, especially tiny ones. Every charcoal grill that I've had, other than a Weber kettle or a big unit, I've had to basically prop the lid open like that far by sticking my tongs in it to give it enough airflow to not just smother the coals and get too cold. This one I didn't have to do that, so I might get a charcoal chimney still, because it did take forever for them coals to start burning good, and off camera I did have to keep relighting that newspaper. So again, I do have lighter fluid, I just don't like to use it because I don't like the smell, and I think it kind of ruins the flavor. And at charcoal, it's really important what you buy. Just do not ever buy the Walmart like Expert Grill brand charcoal. That stuff's horrible, and it like does not light. It's just junk. So either splurge and get the Kingsford, or I like the Royal Oak or whatever it's called from Menards. So, but yeah, thanks everyone for watching. I really appreciate it. Again, I say that every time, but I mean it, you know. And yeah, I know you're probably looking forward to a van build video. But hopefully you still like watching my videos regardless of the content, because you know, the van build's getting close to being done, and this is a travel channel, and that's what it's going to be. And if you want to kind of see kind of what to expect after I hit the road, just go back and check out my playlists. I got you know, my last road trip before van life is a really good one, and my Buick's last road trip, which is the like little 4-day deal I did back in October. Check those videos out, and they're not 2 hours long, so it's not a huge commitment to watch them like the van build videos. Ever since I've been making these van build videos, I did get tons of complaints about the video length. You know, I've kind of gone back and forth on how long they should be, but a lot of you guys have told me the longer the better. You love watching them, and with those videos there's just so much to show that it ends up being over an hour long every time. And this one's probably kind of up there too. I don't know. It's going to be less than an hour, I think. But travel videos, I like to keep those a half hour or less. And I think that's just the perfect length, and it's kind of what I can film in a day of travel or exploration, or, you know, whatever I'm doing. So I do intend on putting out at least 2 videos a week after I hit the road, and they're both going to be, you know, shorter, like a half hour. And I think that would just be the way to go. And yeah, so anyway, I'm going to eat this food, and I hope you all have a great week. I'm going to get to working on my shower, and I will show that to you in the next video. Thanks everyone. See you next time.